Hi there, BookTube. My name is Daniel. Welcome back to my channel, Guilty Feet. God, no rhythm. Cheeky little book haul that I have for you because I just took delivery of a parcel. This is from Awesome Books, who I'm sure I've mentioned. Awesome Books. I think I go to .co.uk or awesomebooks.com. I don't know. I think they're UK based. They may even have been bought out by Amazon a while back, but they have excellent backlist books for really good prices, usually £2-3, and they deliver internationally, anywhere in the world, for a flat shipping fee of $2.99. I'm not sponsored by Awesome Books, but I've been a customer of theirs for a few years because they're one of the few people who will deliver to Israel for relatively cheap. So £2.99 flat rate booking fee, no matter whether you buy one book or 100 books. They put them all together. They're usually in reasonably good shape. We're going to have a look exactly in real time how well these books are. I don't remember what all these books are. I know what a couple of them are, but that's the fun. When I order, it takes 6 weeks for the books to arrive. So we'll have a look right now in real time what these books are. Some of them I think are kind of unnecessary. Well, I'll tell you the story of each one. So flat rate booking fee, but what the beauty is, if you join their Facebook page or something, they regularly 2-3 times a year do have discount codes. So for example, I think this was I bought these 20% off, which, when you buy 6-7 books, that actually covers the shipping fee. So you're getting books at great prices. I'll tell you, I paid for these books, got a list on the cover of the thing, £2.22, £2.44, £3.12, £2.44, £2.84, and one book was £4.70. I think I know which one that is. So let's dive inside, and I will show you what I bought. My scissors have just fallen apart. That's not healthy. I thought I was going to use these two. Most ineffective cutting I've ever done. Okay, this is good stuff. Okay, so let me start with the two books that I'm not going to read. These are, I don't read much fantasy. This is The Mirror of Her Dreams, the first part of Morden's Need, and A Man Rides Through, the second part of Morden's Need, both by Stephen Donaldson, who may be familiar to old school fantasy nuts for the Thomas Covenant, the two trilogies, and I think he's writing a third series right now, which I read the first Thomas Covenant trilogy in 1988 and didn't read anything. Then I read these two around about that time, 89, and then he has a 5-book science fiction series which is really rapey. Donaldson is quite rapey, and the first thing Thomas Covenant does when he arrives in the land, in his fantasy land, is rape someone. And, I'm not sure it holds up, but these two, as far as I remember them, are not rapey. Now, I read these originally when they came out in paperback, someone else's copies, and then I bought 2 of my own. So I owned these 2 that were not my versions, they were not the versions I read, but I wanted them in the library. I lent them to someone more than 10 years ago, and never got them back. And I saw them for sale for like £2.50, £3 each, and I bought them again because I know someone else who I want to lend them to. Is that weird? So I bought books that I'm not going to read. This is just the greatest series. If you've never read Morden's Need and you like high fantasy and you're reading exclusively that, you really should read Morden's Need. These are 2 of the most exciting, propulsive, thrilling books with arcane magic systems and just an internal logic that works all the way through. Start with The Mirror of Her Dreams, then A Man Rides Through, and that's the whole story right there. Oh, one of them has got the Harper, one of them's got the Fontana logo at the bottom, and the other one doesn't, but they're kind of a matching set, so I'm okay with those. I'll mark these, go on the shelf, and I know exactly who I want to lend them to. That was the first thing. Okay, what else have I got here? Here's the other one, which is completely unnecessary. 10 Big Ones by Janet Ivanovich. I bought this about a year ago. It was supposed to be part of the largest book haul ever, which I did in June when I finally got to my mum's. So I bought it about a year ago. I finally went and opened up all the packages at my mum's in June, and for some reason this one wasn't in there. So I paid for it again because that's who I am. So that's the other sort of weird one, but I haven't read this. I've read the first 8, I've got 9, now I have 10 again, and I already had 11 because I bought 8, 9, 10, 11 together, except 10 never showed up. Now I have it. Okay, this is a lovely copy. This is I don't know anything about this. Celestial Bodies by Joka Al-Harthi. And this, I believe, won the Man Booker International Prize, and I saw it and I fancied it. Is it translated? It's translated from the Arabic, translated by Marilyn Booth in the village of Al Afwi in Oman. I have no idea what I'm getting into here. I think it's translated from Arabic. Is that Arabic? I mean, that's not Arabic script, but it doesn't say what. Anyway, this is reprinted in 2019, first published in the Arabic language. There you go. In 2010, and then translated. And this is the author and translator gratefully acknowledged the financial support of the Anglo-Omani Society for this translation. I'm not sure I've read any Omani literature. I'm not even sure I could have conjured the word Omani as relating to something coming from Oman. So I have Celestial Bodies, and I'll get to this at some point. What else have I got here? Yeah, I just recently came back to Edith Wharton. I read Summer after a long hiatus. I hadn't read her for a while, and so I picked up another Edith Wharton. This is The Reef, with an introduction by Anita Buchner in this lovely old minty Penguin 20th Century classic. So all my Edith Wharton books are just mix and match, loads of different editions. I think I actually have another one that's in this edition, but now I have The Reef by Edith Wharton. I'll get to that. 3 more books. One of these, Jo Orton, I just fancied, and this is the complete page. Jo Orton was a big deal back when I was in school. I think what was the name of the movie? So there was I think John Lahr's biography, Prick Up Your Ears, which was then made into a movie with Gary Holt. It's definitely Alfred Molina plays Kenneth, what's his face? Anyway, I don't think I'd read all the plays. And I just decided I love these old Hewen collected editions. This is all Orton's plays with a nice introduction from John Lahr, who's the guy who wrote that. John Lahr is, I believe, Bert Lahr's son. Bert Lahr played the Cowardly Lion, and his son became a theatre critic and writer. So he and the expert on Orton. So this has got a big introduction by John Lahr, so that's good, and it's got Entertain Mr. Sloane, Loot, What the Butler Stole, The Ruffian on the Stair, The Erpingham Camp Funeral Games, The Good and Faithful Servant. So that's a nice little collection to have in my collection. Orton's plays. I never read this, never owned this, so looking forward to that. This one I spoke about. I read that Daniel Mendelsohn book, 3 Rings, and this is one of the books he talks about in it, An Odyssey, where he and his father trace Ulysses' journey through the Mediterranean islands, and more than that I don't know, but I had such a great experience with Daniel Mendelsohn. I really wanted to dive in and read another of his books, and now I can. Wow, this is blurbed on the back by Lee Child, who says, my favourite classicist once again combines meticulous literary investigation with a warm and wrenching human emotion. I'm not, I wonder how much Mendelssohn's and Lee Child's audiences overlap. Okay, it's shortlisted in 2017 for the Baillie Gifford Prize for Nonfiction, An Odyssey by Daniel Mendelssohn. And then last but not least, this is completely unnecessary, but I saw it and I fancied it. This is the Vanity Fair Diaries by Tina Brown, which I anticipate, there's Ms. Brown, I anticipate will be wonderfully gossipy, 1983 to 1992. So this will talk about all the things that went on at Vanity Fair while she was there. I think that's the era of Demi Moore being pregnant and then being shaved, lathered up and shaved by Cindy Crawford and all that. That's the kind of thing that Tina Brown brought to Vanity Fair. All those famous covers, if you lived through that time. Anyway, and it was quite the. So this is a diary. I like a good diary, and this should be meaty and gossipy, and I don't know why I bought this, but it was relatively cheap, and now I have it in hardback, and I'm going to have a blast reading it. Tina Brown. So that's it. That's a cheeky book haul when I still have over 100 books on my to-be-read pile. No shame, no excuses. Have a great weekend. Bye. Hi guys, quick bonus episode because after I did that haul of the box that arrived, this morning I got a notification that package arrived from Amazon. This is one of my free delivery things that I've got. Actually, the delivery of this particular package, freight and insurance, $13.19. So I got 3 packages, each costing around $13, $14, for which they didn't charge me any postage at all. So I'm going to open this up and you can see what this is. This is, I would say, one of the best selling and best reviewed authors of the last... Oh my God, okay. Of the last 20 years. Is never talked about on BookTube. Middle-aged white guys, persona non grata. This is, of course, very exciting. Jonathan Franzen's Crossroads, breaking lots of rules for me here, buying I think the first trilogy before I know he's going to finish all of them. Don't care. Looking forward to this. We'll get to this almost immediately. Take care. Bye.